We are in Quito, Ecuador. We got in last night and we are staying at the Yellow House Hostel. So far, we had a pretty good night's sleep. The place shakes when trucks go by, but that's okay. We're gonna head to the pharmacy, get some drugs, and then to the teleférico and head up the cable car to 13,000 feet and start our acclimation. We are on top of the teleférico, getting ready to start our hike, taking in the views. At about 13,000 feet. We're on our way up to Rucu Pichincha. We're at about a mile in. Should be about 2 more miles to go. It'll get us to about 15,500 feet. Day 1 in Quito. We're at about 14,500 feet. Daniel is checking out the Ridge of Death.
Terrified.
Which we opted not to do this trip, given the forecast and the fact that it's day 1 and we didn't want to mess ourselves up. Clouds have moved in a little bit. We're on the sand slopes below the summit. Have about an hour to go. Still heading up to the summit. Finally over 15,000 feet, which is the highest I've ever been, the highest Daniel's ever been.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing. There's still vegetation up here, and not like sparse vegetation. It's pretty lush. We just noticed we're off trail a little bit. Well, not technically off trail, we're on trail, a trail. It's not the right trail.
It's a trail.
But it's a trail. Gonna add a little bit to our day, but we're up here to get elevation anyway. Plus it's a beautiful day, as you can see. The blue signs turned to a red sign. Not quite sure what that means. Usually danger. So we'll see what lies ahead, but we may end up backtracking a little bit. It looks like the main route, or the easy route anyway, is just down to our left. Taking a break at the summit, and we got a little visitor who seems to be pretty brave. We're heading down now. The weather moved in, and the sun that we were hoping to see never came. So we spent about an hour up top and decided it was time. A little treacherous, but not too bad. Feeling great. We're almost back from our thankfully uneventful descent. Weather's much better down here. I wish we had these views up higher. But yeah, should be back in a few minutes, and we're looking forward to, I guess, a hot coffee and what is it called?
Torta de queso.
Torta de queso. Cheesecake. Yum. We are back at the top of the cable car. Someone on the plane told me to get cheesecake at the end, so that's indeed what we're doing. Cappuccino and cheesecake. This should be standard at the end of every day. finally getting our first views of the mountain, and it looks big. Intimidating, beautiful, fun. Any other adjectives? All right. Yeah, we made our way through the first of 2 gates, or 3 gates, to get up to the area we'll be camping. It looks good. We're at the last gate. This is where they're going to check all our paperwork. Hopefully everything will go okay. And we can head to base camp. We're at about 13,000 feet right now. Just got to our campsite, set up our tents real quick. Super windy, but we made quick work of it. Beautiful spot. Could definitely be worse places to camp out. Well, the weather cleared up a bit. We're finally able to see the summit of Antisana. We could see our entire route up, which is pretty cool. Lots of seracs, lots of crevasses. It should be a fun day tomorrow. Just took a little 1 mile round trip hike up a little bit. Got about 600 feet of gain. And got some great views up there of the route, of the glacier, of the summit. And yeah, headed back down, felt great. Got up to 15,500 feet about, and we're here at camp at about 14,900. Winds died down a little bit. It was really windy up there though, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. The sun's starting to go down. Cleared up a little bit. You can see the mountain behind me. That'll be tomorrow. Plan is to wake up at midnight, have a little snack, pack our bags, and head to the summit. We went over some rope stuff and some safety stuff, and I feel pretty good. See how the crevasses are tomorrow, and hopefully the weather holds out. More to come. About 10 to 7, and we are getting ready to go to bed. Got my tent buddy here. Yeah. Sun's going down, getting a little colder, and we'll be up at, looks like our pace was good enough to get up at midnight, so see if we can get some sleep. So it's a little after 12. We are going to give this a shot. The weather is so-so, so we'll see how it is when we get up higher. I just opened my open before the volcano note from Sierra. Super cute. than an hour in, and we just made it to the glacier. So this is where we'll put on crampons, harness, rope up. This is where it really starts to get real. Back at the base of the glacier after almost 10 hours. Unfortunately, we didn't get to summit today, but more to follow on that. Had a great day, great adventure. Learned a lot, and excited to get back to camp and back to bed. So we are back in the Yellow House Hostel after our adventure at Antisana. We did not get to summit, unfortunately. Our guide turned us around a couple hundred feet from the summit because of weather. It really turned once we got up to the summit ridge, and it just wasn't safe anymore. Still a great day. We really wanted it to acclimatize for Chimborazo in a few days, so I think we were successful there. Still got in over 18,600 feet of elevation. So that should really help when we try in a few days. Right now we are drying out all our gear from being rained and sleeted and snowed on for almost 10 hours today. We are exhausted, obviously, after our midnight alarm. All in all, we ended up with almost 8 miles, about 5,300 feet of elevation gain. We had a serac fall right above us. I got to practice self-arrest about 4 times. Got some good holes in my clothes. Saw some amazing things. The crevasses are just incredible there, and terrifying, but we survived. We had a great guide. Yeah, that's about it from Quito right now. Got a couple rest days and then off to Chimborazo. We are back at Cruz Loma at the Telerifico. Rolled the cable car up. I figured it'd be a good way to spend some of our rest day at 13,000 feet. Just gonna have some more delicious food and chill out for a bit. It's a lot more crowded than it was last time. Somebody else wants my cappuccino. Up waiting for our shuttle to Chicana Lodge. We'll just kind of chill out there today and get picked up tomorrow at noon. Gives us a chance to sleep at about 13,000 feet for one night before we have to sleep even higher. Time to kill before dinner, so figured we'd take a little stroll, check things out. Found a climbing trail. I guess this is one of the best climbing areas in Ecuador. We just had a slackline competition finish. Beautiful trail. refugio on Chimborazo. That's the lower one. They don't really use the higher one anymore. Glaciers receded over the last 10 years, so that's not really a viable route anymore. The ride up was great. Had a great lunch. We're just gonna pack up and got a few hour hike to get up to high camp, which you can barely make out from here. On Chimborazo. I don't know what the elevation is. I think we're at 17,000 and change, 400 feet.
17,465.
All right, I'll take it.
Luxury accommodation.
Yeah, this is our tent. Lovely. We've got a dining tent, bathroom with a view, and with magazines, complete with magazines. It was a tough hike up. Heavy backpack, but it won't be as heavy tomorrow. So I think I'm generally feeling pretty good. You feeling good, Daniel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
14er.
Yeah, feels like a 14er. We're looking at probably another midnight start tomorrow. Yay! It's about 7 o'clock. We're packing up, getting ready to go to bed. 12 o'clock alarm again, so we'll be hopefully starting around 1 a.m. Right now the weather looks great. Hopefully it stays that way. It looked great before Antisana too, so you never know. It's 12:40 in the morning. Choking down a little breakfast. 15-20 minutes, we should be on our way.
Everyone's choking here.
Yeah. Chilling out on the summit of Chimborazo. Man, did we have to work for it. Couldn't ask for better conditions. It's amazing.
So happy to see white dolphins in my life.
We finally recovered and we're taking these last couple days to actually do some exploration in Quito. Not worried about our gut, so we had some amazing food from Ecuador. They like their seafood here. Right now we're looking around in the Basilica and we'll make our way into Old Town we'll check out some of the plazas and hopefully get some good coffee and ice cream. We're feeling pretty good. We've got several hours to kill. The hostel was nice enough to let us stick around until we need to get out of there around 7. So let's take in some of the sights and get to do the touristy Quito. So when we were on the way back from Chimborazo, Sebastian stopped on the roadside and got us ice cream. These are helado salcedo. So it's from a specific region, and we've been looking for it since we got back to Quito, and we finally found some.